raising awareness about gender-based violence in schools. Gender-based violence in schools is affecting both girls and boys. It is manifested in sexual, physical, and psychological act of violence, and it is underpinned by norms, inequality, stereotypes, and exclusion.
My name is Mihle Dlamini and I play the role of the victim. South Africa is not the only country where girls experience gender-based violence in schools. According to research, girls in particular and students in general are particularly at risk for assault. Girls who attend school contend with male aggression both inside and outside of school, despite the nation's governmental reaction to violence against women and girls. Victimized students often show low academic performance, frequent absence from class, anxiety, and sadness, as shown in the video. Schools need to be in charge of the physical environment by recognizing and controlling areas where there is a higher danger of violence and should support and respond to complaints from girls about the violence. According to some study, bystander programs can lessen the normalization of violence in schools.
I, Matapelo Jane Gomo, plays the role of a teacher. The teacher's role is to implement the anti-bullying policy in a classroom. This prevents homophobic, sexual language, faith, targeted comments, and pushing and hating of one another. Once bullying is identified in a classroom, the teacher is responsible to take the matter to a professional person, such as a school counselor, so that the bully can be made aware that such behavior is not acceptable.
Hi, my name is Kagiso Michelle Ranta, and I played the role of a school counselor. One of the many roles as a school counselor is to focus on gender-based violence prevention in schools, as this can negatively impact other learners' ability to fully participate in learning. Gender-based violence in schools can be very detrimental to learners' well-being. Such violence can be manifest in verbal, physical, emotional, and psychological act of violence.
My name is Kukum Semang. I played the role of the bully's parent, Kagiso's mother. Through the hustle and bustle of a parent's work life, some often tend to get carried away, resulting in them making very little or no time at all for their children in their busy schedules. Now that's the case with Kagiso the bully and his mother. His mother is quite a successful workaholic tycoon who never has time for this young man regarding his school life, which psychologically all turns into a ball of anger and frustration that he ends up pouring into other children.
Good day. I am Liko Kewana, and I play the role of the bully. There are several causes of bullying, which can be increased anger, rage, jealousy, revenge, and the need to be in control. It is commonly said that the root of bullying is the family life and how things are at home. Neglection and insecurities can make one want to bully others, which may result in the victim to perform poorly in the academics and lead them to being depressed. Bullying includes provoking, teasing, insulting, name-calling, which can lead to being physical by beating or stealing. In order to understand this issue, one should observe and address the root causes and the reason of why one becomes a bully at the first place and what it may cause.
When a learner is a victim of any form of violence, they are likely to suffer from mental health distress, while those who perpetuate such forms of violence are much more likely to go on and repeat those patterns of violence in adulthood. One other role of a school counselor is to further educate learners to have respectful and meaningful relationship amongst different genders. This, in turn, ensures that they will one day be able to raise their own children in ways that instill the same values of respect, diversity, social and gender differences.
Tell someone. If you are the victim or are a witness of violence, tell someone. It can be anyone you trust, such as a friend, parent, teacher, coach, brother, sisters, or a neighbor.
Be a friend. Help the person who is being abused by inviting them to participate in school activities. This will take away the feeling of being alone.
Spread the word. Comfort the person who was hurt and make it known that what happened to them was not fair or deserved.
Remember, putting others down does not rise you up. There is never a good reason to be abusive or violent towards anyone.
Take back the power. Offenders act violently or abusively to gain power. By not participating, you take the power away from the offender and pass it to the victim.